Start Miss.
Parvati, you may start.
Okay. A very good morning. So before we begin our program, please make sure that your mics are muted. And also we have a live YouTube streaming. So during the interactive session, if you have questions, please feel free to write it down in the comment section of the YouTube chat box. No worries, no issues. It will be forwarded with us. So let's begin the most awaited webinar. The key to realizing a dream is to focus not on success, but significance. And then, even the small steps and little victories along your path will take on greater meanings. Quoted Oprah Winfrey. Respected principal, vice principals, invited guests, honorable dignitaries, teaching, non-teaching staff, Josephites, and all the attendees of the webinar. A very good morning. Welcome to the international webinar on how emerging technologies can change your life, organized by Alumni Association, St. Joseph's College Autonomous, Irinalakuda. Let's start our program with the blessings of Almighty. Inviting Ms. Anna Rose for the prayer.
നീലും വാഴും ദൈവമേ കൈതൊഴാം ഞങ്ങൾ കൈതൊഴാം ഒരു കാതിലും കേൾക്കും നാദമേ നല്ല വാക്കുകൾ ചൊല്ലുവാനൊരു നാവിലും നീ വിളങ്ങിണം ഞങ്ങൾ കൈതൊഴാമൊരു കണ്ണിലും വാഴും ദൈവമേ കൈതൊഴാം കൈതൊഴാം മിന്നലായതും തെന്നലായതും നിന്റെ കാരുണ്യമല്ലയോ കണ്ണുനീരിലും കാട്ടുപൂവിലും നിന്റെ തേൻ കണമല്ലയോ ഇങ്ങു പോകിലും ഞങ്ങളോട് തുവന്നിടുന്ന സ്നേഹവും നിന്നിലല്ലയോ ഞങ്ങൾ കാണുന്നു നന്മ ചേരും ഗുരുവിലും കൈതൊഴാം ഞങ്ങൾ കൈതൊഴാം ഒരു കണ്ണിലും വാഴും ദൈവമേ കൈതൊഴാം കൈതൊഴാം.
Thank you, Anna. Leadership is an art. It takes effort to relentlessly work with passion and love. Let me invite Ms. Maya Lakshmi, President, Alumni Association, for the official welcome speech. Welcome, ma'am.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. A pleasant good morning to one and all present here on this virtual platform today. This is indeed a moment of pride for the Alumni Association, as this is the second webinar held by the association this year. And I feel greatly privileged and honored to have the opportunity to welcome you all to this webinar today. First and foremost, I would like to welcome Dr. Sister Asha Teres, the principal of the college, as well as chairman of the Alumni Association. Welcome, sister. Next, I would like to welcome Dr. Sister Ranjana, the former principal of the college and also the college manager, to this webinar. I extend a hearty welcome to the Vice Principal, Sister Blissy, and Dr. Sister Eliza to this webinar, and also Dr. Sister Rose Bastin, the Self-Financing Coordinator of the college. I take this opportunity to welcome all the older former principals of the college, Dr. Sister Annie Kuriakos, Dr. Sister Christy, Dr. Sister Isabel to this webinar. I extend an amiable welcome to Dr. Ms. Asha Thomas, the Controller of Examinations, and Dr. Nigel George, the IQAC coordinator to this webinar, and all the other non-staff and other staff members, both working and the retired, to this webinar. And here goes the loveliest, the heartiest, and the most agreeable welcome to the keynote speaker of today's webinar, that is Ms. Isha Farah Qureshi, who has proved that one can reach heights with in such tender age with sheer determination and hard work. And being both beautiful and bold, strong and kind, she is a part of an organization called United States of Women, driven by Michelle Obama, a member of World Leaders Forum Dubai, the ambassador of Global Tolerance Movement by World Leaders Forum, woman coordinator of World Malayali Federation Middle East, and the list is endless. I extend a beautiful welcome to Ms. Isha Farah Qureshi and her supporting team members, including the director, Mr. Benson Thomas George, from the Unique World Education for the robotic presentation. I welcome all the alumni members, students, and well-wishers to the webinar. Once again, welcoming each and every one of those who are present on this Google Meet and on the YouTube live streaming. Here, I cut short my words. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Some people learn values, but some are born with virtues and blessings. It's my privilege to welcome St. Joseph's College Principal and Alumni Association Chairman, Reverend Dr. Sister Asha, for the Presidential Address.
Thank you. A guest of honor, Ms. Isha Farah Qureshi, Sister Blessy and Dr. Sister Eliza, our Vice Principals, Dr. Sister Rose Bastin, our Self-Financing Coordinator, Ms. Maya Lakshmi, President Alumni Association, Secretary Sumina, respected former principals in the online, dear faculty, present and retired, alumni members, and my dear loving students. A very warm good morning. I'm very happy to see you all in the online platform. Today, we are here to witness an interesting international webinar organized by our Alumni Association. It gives me immense pleasure to preside over this webinar, How Emerging Technologies Can Change Your Life. The topic chosen is very fascinating. It is very relevant in the current scenario. The present COVID-19 pandemic situation has forced us to adapt into a new way of life, technology-based education and works. Day by day, sophisticated instruments and advanced technologies are coming up. So by all means, we can expect a tremendous changes in our lives in the near future. It is very heartening to see that the key speaker of today's webinar is our alumna from the Department of Botany. She was very alive as the chairperson and topper in the university examinations. She has a multifaceted personality and a shining star in various fields. Miss Universe, Miss International, Miss Kerala, motivational speaker, inspirational women, social activist, artist, and so on. Currently, she is working as the technology manager, Fenes Dubai. St. Joseph's College is very proud of you, Isha, and on behalf of your alma mater, I extend a cordial welcome. Thank you so much for finding time in your busy schedule. I take this opportunity to congratulate our President Maya Lakshmi, Secretary Sumina, and other team for their keen interest and earnest efforts taken to keep our association alive. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to changes. Let us welcome the changes, and by keeping a positive and optimistic attitude towards changes, we can be the winners of life. Once again, wishing you all a fruitful and interactive session ahead. Let me conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Her soul is fierce. Her heart is brave. Her mind is strong. And she is a queen conquering her dynasties. Her journey started from being the 2006 Student of the Year of our college to the current dynamic and multifaceted professional, showcasing her excellence as actress, motivational speaker, international celebrity anchor, professional classical dancer, social activist, and so on. 2018 Mrs. International, 2019 Mrs. Solidarity title in Mrs. Universe, representing as Mrs. Middle East for the upcoming Mrs. World. Currently working as the technology manager at Finicay, Dubai. Let me welcome the one and only Ms. Isha Farha Qureshi for the keynote address. Welcome, ma'am.
Oh, thank you so much, dear, for this kind introduction. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so happy to see a lot of familiar face over here. I can see Sister Ranjana sitting here, Miss Meena here, Annie Kuriakos, Sister Annie Kuriakos is here. This is the first time ever in my life I'm sitting in front of a crowd like this with wet eyes because I was feeling so much emotionally overwhelmed at this moment. Seeing you all and still the love and the support that you are still giving me. I'm so blessed for that. So thank you very much for inviting me over here today. And once again, I got an opportunity to meet and greet everybody, and all the gorgeous students of St. Joseph's. St. Joseph's is always known for the gorgeous girls, coming out of it. So respected principal ma'am, Dr. Sister Asha, the vice principal, Elisa ma'am and Blessy ma'am, and all the faculty members and the students. Okay, so with all this introduction and Parvati, you're doing a very great job. And I just heard one of our students with the prayer song. Always the gem comes out of St. Joseph's. I'm so happy. The beautiful talents that every time that we look at St. Joseph's batch, one or the other way they are shining with their talent, right? So that's really amazing, and kudos to you both. And thank you very much, Mahalakshmi ma'am, the president of Alumni, for inviting me over here. And I'm so thankful that you all remember me. So since that we have already, taken off much of our time, I think we can directly jump on to the session, right? Parvati, do we have anyone else for the introduction or the speech, or we can directly get into the webinar?
No.
How is it?
We can just start our session.
Okay, awesome. That's great. So, Maya ma'am was telling me that, Isha, when you come in, why don't you start off with your life journey, and then we will go into, the digital emerging technology and the technical talk of it. So I say I really love to share my life and experiences, but that will take at least hours and hours together. But to brief, I can say that I realized what I am from St. Joseph's, because that is a place that I was empowered. From school, many times I felt that it's a co-ed, and then you don't get the priority and the attention wherever required. But all that attention and empowerment I gained from St. Joseph's, because there is nobody to help you. You have to serve yourself. I think Parvati and I mean the current students would be able to relate it better, because you don't have anybody to depend on. Even to tie a banner, you have to climb the edges of the roof. You still have to do yourself. You don't have anyone else or man to come and help you. So that's the each and every smaller step to the bigger step that you are getting empowered. So I think it's up to us. How do you take this opportunity? You can take this opportunity to empower yourself. Really, believe in the confidence that you have. Develop the X factor and explore it. And I remember that from the day one, our institution always teach women, the sisterhood, always tell them that your ultimate goal is not just getting married to somebody. Your ultimate goal is to be independent, be self-earning, be protective, be responsible for the society that you live in and for the family. How do you balance your life, each other, and all that, right? So all that I gained from St. Joseph, and I proudly say that in every interviews, if you look at it, I keep saying about what I learned and gained from my teachers, my sisters, and the value system that I got. The realization of what I am. If I'm sitting here today and talking to you, it's the major role which played is my college. So that I proudly scream aloud in front of everybody all the time. So I think it's a big honor for me to be part of St. Joseph's College again and again. Whenever there's a need, I'm always there, and I will be there as well, and for the students as well. So quickly, one or two sentences, I'll just end up. My first career started from St. Joseph's itself. When I was recruited for Infosys, I was a botany department. The 3 years of my journey in St. Joseph's was like botany department had a lot of pressure on me, because I was a rank expectation, and the was smiling at me. I remember that Sister Rensina often gets complaint from the botany department saying that why she's always pulled into art and entertainment, because she's expectation from botany. It's been quite a while that we made a mark in the university as a ranker. So this time that we need it, and she's an expectation. So I don't want. We don't want her, especially Sister Maria. Remember, we don't want her to be pulled into all the activities, and even to that extent, they told me don't stand for the election this year. Don't go for the chairman election this year. I mean, that was the pressure that I had. But even my parents were called. They were called into the principal's room. I still remember all that. But then still, in spite of all that, I still went for election. And then luckily, yeah, thank God I won, because I already committed for it and I don't want to change my name. So I fought with everybody, and then I stood for the election and won it. So that's a beautiful moment. But with the botany department, they had a great expectation, and also the other department which we were associated with, lot of chemistry, zoology department. It's like a bond, a close bond that I had with each and every teachers. English department as well, Malayalam department, a way of friendship. I created personally a great bond with each and every faculty over there. They used to love me, which I never got it either in my high studies, in my post graduation, or in any other international studies if I have entered into. I never found that the way that I was trained here. So, with all that, I'm saying Infosys was my first career, and I was all into DNAs. I was into DNA, RNA, cells, nucleus, or what that was. Bio was my world. I never thought in my wildest dream that I will be getting into a tech side at any point of time. But then that's one message that I wanted to give. You can never discover when you are in the course of studies, which is your actual interested area. So that comes, with your experience, with your interest, from where to where your life is taking ahead. You never knew that. So that's how my journey started from Infosys, then Wipro, went to EMC for a storage technology, and then went to VMware for virtualization technology, and then I went into change my career ladder into management as a project manager for robotic process automation. That's the first time that I was introduced into something which is related to artificial intelligence. And then today I'm working with a company called Finesse. And here I got an opportunity to learn a lot of things, multiple technologies, in fact, to handle and understand. So, and that's where I am today. So I'm not taking much of time. This is a brief, a small a glimpse of how the journey evolved, and all the value systems that I still carry, and I implement that in everything that I do. Big or small, doesn't matter. That is always there. It's a part of my DNA, and it is all I got it from. It got incorporated into my DNA from St. Joseph's platform, and much love for that. So with me, I have today from the robotic lab joined the director of Unique World Robotics, and he is Mr. Benson Thomas George. So he's sitting right, in the lab itself, along with the robots. I know you're eagerly waiting to see the robots and how the things are and all that. And he will be the best person to take you through what are the digital technologies, what are the things that we have today, and what are the benefits and advantage of having all these robots, etc., etc. So he and his team will also be there to assist him over here. Now, a little bit about a digital technology or emerging technology before I hand over to Benson. We know that the importance of digital transformation these days, and that too after the pandemic, we have realized that it's nice to have. It has changed from nice to have to must to have. Right? If you look at, why are we sitting? We made the world even smaller with a simple digital channel for communication, which is Google Meet, and that's the reason we're all sitting together and talking. So that is a digital transformation, in fact. But it took a very long time for us to realize that this kind of technology can be used even at the educational industry, and for that we had to wait for the corona to come. But since that we have realized that during this pandemic especially, every industry vertical has changed digitally. So what is digital transformation? So in simple words, since this is not an interactive session, otherwise I would have made you unmute and screen with me. But since this is a online webinar, so all are in muted state. So let me only explain in a very simple word any layman can understand. A digital transformation is nothing but integrating or transforming your business operations digitally. Okay, a very simple example, if I say the one of the way that the college today is communicating, the staffs are communicating with the students through a digital channel. They're using that. Maybe your homework, assignments, and everything you will be uploading somewhere, and it will be more. Each and every steps are turning electronically, right? Even the examinations are coming online these days. So this is a very simple example for a digital transformation, and this transformation is happening or adopting in each and every business industry. So one of such major practice today is RPA. So RPA is nothing but robotic process automation. Okay, so RPA is robotic process automation. Since RPA can be a software RPA, it can also be using the hardware. So we will be today, majority of the session which Benson is taking you through will be the hardware part of it. But I will also give you a little bit glimpse on the software robotic, how the software bots, we call it as bots. Software robots are called bots, which is used in the industry today. So if you look at e-commerce, right? So today all the selling and buying and everything has been moved into a digital platform that you just have to log into a portal, find the category of the things that you wanted to buy, find it, and you click on that. And if it is, suppose if you are buying a attire, a dress, a top, you will have a different size. You will go with which size that you wanted to go, which color that you wanted to choose, and then you will go into the payment, and the payment is being processed online, and then you will get a confirmation to you, and then your payment will be processed. Maybe you will be entering your email ID, you may get an invoice over there, and then it is just send it to your on premise, right? So that is an e-commerce digitalization which has happened because nobody have time to go and stand in the queue and find it, and especially during the lockdown down, the entire world was inside the house, but still the business was operating. Still the business continuity was there. It was all because of digital adoption in every industry. Today, it's not the survival of the fittest anymore. It's the survival of the quickest. How quickly you adopt to the new market change, how quickly you adopt to the technology, how quickly you take the new business strategies, and that is what determining your success in your business operations. Okay, so everybody has started moving in one or the other way. Another example, the recently what we have done with the software RPA is that for one of the biggest healthcare group. Okay, so it's for a hospital. So what they have done is, especially who are from the commerce background, and they would be knowing what all backend activities, what all things that you need to do, and manually, maintaining the Excel sheets, the files, and everything. In the hospital, if someone wants to take an appointment here, in India, in Kerala especially, we can just walk into the hospital. Here, just walking to the hospital, you may not be able to see a doctor. Always you have to take an appointment, find who is your doctor, book the slot, and then we need to go. And also, every employee will be, tagged with your own insurance providers, right? So without insurance, it's very difficult to survive in a country like this because health is most selling area these days. So we all know that. So what happens is that when a patient walks into the no matter if takes an appointment or not take an appointment, just imagine a scenario when he walks into a hospital, he needs to give his Emirates ID, national ID, just like that of Aadhaar that we have in India. It's Emirates ID over here. You have to give it, and there are, for example, in a hospital in a day, a bare minimum you have a 300 appointments. It will be 3,000 or plus, but I'm just giving a small example. 300 patients taken an appointment. So if there are 30 or 35 insurance portal. For example, if I walked in, Isha, I have to check who is my service provider. So everybody may not be aware that who is my insurance service provider. So they have to go through each and every 30, 35 sites manually again and again to understand who is my insurance provider, what is my insurance policy, what's my eligibility. We call it as an eligibility check. So that is taking at least 15 to 20 minutes for one person. Imagine that we have 300 people. Take it as a 10 minutes for one patient. So 10 into 300 will be 3,000 hours, which is close to 48 hours, 50 hours, which close to 2 days. Correct? So, but however, when you introduce RPA, so if somebody has taken an appointment the day today, so overnight, so if today you have a 300 appointment in the hospital, overnight this bot will run at the background. It automatically goes to each and 30-35 sites and match with each and every IDs and name, and then match which is the insurance provider, what are the insurance policies, etc., etc. It matches, and it automatically go to the health management system or in the patient management system, whichever tool that the hospital is using, it will automatically update it. So the next day, when this patient walk into the hospital, there is no time wasted over there because his data is ready. Every detail is ready. So, for example, if the receptionist or the front-end person required to take only half a minute, so say, for example, 1 minute, if there is a 300 patients, it will become only 300 minutes is the only thing that you need to spend. So, people often misunderstand on the digital transformation or on the automation part is that if the bots are coming, automating the entire process, are you going to lose the job? That's one question that everybody are worried about. And because of that, there were a lot of friction, a lot of resistance to adapting to this change of digital engagement. But it's not like that. This is like you are efficiently using the time by automating it so that the resources can be used for something else, because we know 80% of the job is repetitive. It is the same job you're repeating. Just stop me, feel free to stop me if you're not able to follow, okay, because I go with a very fast pace, okay. Right, so you can, it's like where I was saying that, yes, so it is like that. So sometimes, people think that they feel it as a threat, but it's not like that. It is like making the process more efficient, more apt, more accurate. Okay, so how many times the same person will be doing the same job repeatedly? This bot can do. Bot can replace this job, so that the manual intervention is not required, and this person can be used for something more efficient, a more purposeful job. He can be diverted to some other work, right? And the bot always have an exception also. If something is not correct, the bot is not able to identify, okay, this is not correct, this requires some human agent to come and work into it. So it will always have a exception to work on it. Another example I will say, same like the St. Joseph, you have a GEMS education over here. That was another project which we have done, wherein the staffs are given free accommodation. So every month they have to claim their rental slips, the rental, what do you say, the bills they have to claim every time. So these days, what we do is we take a picture and upload into the portal. That's how easy it is. Previously, we have to go manually file it. Lot of process were there. Now take a picture on your phone and you just upload into the portal, and that's it, over. Now what happens after that? From the portal, it will go to a central repository. From there, from the slips or the bills, the data will be extracted using OCR. OCR is nothing but optic characteristic recognition. It extracts the data, the name of the person, the amount which is on the slip, etc. All the important field will be, we train the bot in the bot studio. We train the bot to identify, understand the language, understand the field. It will extract the data and it will process. It will go through the approval process. It will reach to the table of the person who needs to approve, sign and signature, whatever, and it will again return back to complete the process, and the amount has to be credited to the account. It will be done. This is another simple way. There is a lot of steps, but I'm just saying it in one line for you to understand. Another digital transformation we majorly see in the communication channel. If you have used Aramax, there is a bot over there. It's an artificial intelligence based bot to chat. It's not a human person who's talking to you, but rather it's whenever you put a keyword, is your bot will identify that word and replies you back. Or if you wanted to open a bank account using a WhatsApp, it is possible. In India also we have implemented something like that. So wherein when customer types something to that specific WhatsApp number, then it will ask what is your name, your ID number, your details, everything will be captured by the bot, and we will feed in everything. In the backend, it will identify whether it's a fraud or whether it's the right person, whether this identity belongs to him or not, and also it will push an OTP into the mobile to understand. It's a double factor authentication, we say, right? Once it is authenticated, one more time it wants to authenticate by putting the OTP. It comes to the SMS, you put the OTP inside, an entire process will be done, and then end of the day, in 5 minutes, a virtual debit card is issued to the person. So just imagine, just in 5 minutes, you open a bank account, and that too through a channel like that of a website, chatbot, or through a WhatsApp channel, or any of that. So that is the power of digital transformation these days. Okay, so that's how the software bot will work. That's how the automation is happening at the back end during the digital transformation. It's not just the automation. There are huge ways the technology can really play in each and every pain areas of us. Change that into digitally enable a more easy task where you can get everything a click away, and that's what the digital transformation is all about. So already it's 10:38. I wanted to hand over to Benson. Benson, you're there, right? I hope you're there. Yes, he's there. So Benson is joined from the robotic lab. He's a director of, as I said, robotics. Unique World Robotics, and today Unique World Robotics also specifically focusing on students in the educational area, because they conduct a lot of syllabus-based structured robotic trainings, and they are bringing up a change in the generation now itself. It's not that you should never think that is it too late to learn robotics. No, but they have put a special effort that their students are already, small kids already started creating their own bots. So that's how it is. So you can see there's a head of Max standing behind him. Benson, could you please? Yes, there you go. You see that? So we have math, we have health. So I think Benson, you will have to take over from here and then introduce them and then continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Isha. Thank you, St. Joseph's College, Sister Asha Thomas, Danchana sister, like Maya ma'am, like the alumni president and the entire faculty and the students of St. Joseph's. Thrissur, in Alipur, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think like I might be the only other gender in the sense like male, yeah, in this particular, not the other gender, but yeah, the all is it's girls college, yeah. And Isha before the session just messaged me, Benson, there is an incentive. Actually, she didn't tell me that this is a girls college, and she said that Benson, no, you're gonna talk to the students and the faculty of a girls college, and obviously I'm so happy and privileged. That's why I came up with a heart to all of you. This is a
Oh.
this is a 3D printed heart, which we made using the 3D printers over here. We have a lot of hearts over here because beautiful ladies when come, like we have these things to give them. Yeah, but like when people who are very intellectual comes here, we have 3D printed models like this to give also. I think like this you can be easily identified. Pavadi, like you were like introducing everything very beautifully. So can you identify who this person is?
Of course, Albert Einstein.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Albert Einstein with a pink head because again, since it's a women's college, we thought of having a different hairstyle for Albert Einstein. Yeah. Okay. So what I was trying to communicate is that the technology is something that had created a lot of impact in the present day, but like unfortunately, we people from robotics and AI has been like looked as people who will destroy the job opportunities of most of the people. And when we started the robotic journey way back, like I personally started the journey way back 4 years, when we communicating with like students, teachers, and even like the elder people, they said that now few said that obviously this is a good change, and we are happy to see that people, especially in Kerala, like looking forward to new changes. But unfortunately, most of them, is very skeptic about the changes that are going to happen. But I'm sorry to say, I'm very thankful to COVID because COVID had taught us that even the education can be online. But I'm not saying that it is very I cannot equate like the online education with offline education, but yeah, thanks to COVID in that aspect, like to make sure that technology can create a lot of solution. So technology, you should have to consider technology as a solution provider, like Ija was describing about it, like in depth. So I have few things over here. I'll be just telling you, going and taking you to the hardware, but like I don't want to go in detail because this is not a session where I'm having like tech enthusiasts over here, because we have botany students, we have zoology students, we have literature students, we have commerce students over here. I still believe like in a women's college, you always have that kind of energy where you can like learn. I'm fortunate to have a session at a women's college in Changnashiri. I don't know whether you know the college. The college name is Assumption College, and another college called BCM. So it was always an interesting. Now the audience in women's college are really really interesting, because if you go to a co-ed institute, like you're cool. I mean, like you're free to talk over there. But when I have two experience with BCM as well as Assumption. I have seen for the first time that girls commenting on a boy like who is getting into the the other institution. ഈ സിംഹക്കൂട്ടിലേക്ക് പോയ മാൻകുട്ടിയുടെ അവസ്ഥ എന്നൊക്കെ പറയും. Like when I went to BCM, like the two sides, like girls were standing and they were commenting like that was a different situation. Anyway, like just thought of like that particular situation when I was in BCM for a session. Okay, so regarding robotics and all, like before I introduce you about the hardwares over here, I just want to take you to a small video. So Parvati, do you have the permission to present the screen?
Sure, sir. You
Yes,
can
okay.
present
You
it.
can.
Okay. Okay. It's just a 4-minute video, and I really request everyone to just seriously look into this particular thing.
Actually, volume is not there, but we could see the visuals.
So,
Actually, volume is not there, but we could see the visuals.
okay. I don't know why. Okay, anyway, I'll explain at the end of this video. S- so Isha, the volume was not there, right?
Yeah, volume was not there. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll just try once more. I don't know why. Uh,
Is there a
I'm just,
system audio option?
I'm just trying. I'm just seeing. Uh, like Pavadi, do you have any idea like how I can make sure that sound? Should I go to settings right? Yeah,
Set.
audio default. Okay. Uh, I'm not pretty sure because we use normally Zoom over here. So in Zoom, like you have an option to share
Sure,
the
system audio.
yeah, system volume also. But regarding this, I'm not pretty sure of. But anyway, like let's just yeah,
You can probably explain once it's okay.
yeah. I'll just take it. Yeah, without much delay, I'll just explain the things. Yeah. So even cooking can be even nowadays done by robots. So we are trying to create solution for like almost like, yeah, anything like which is currently done by human, which anything is repetitive. See, Isha clearly mentioned about how we are trying to make a human life more creative. So wherever there's something called repetition, we are trying to make use of the robots. See, over here we have a robot called Sandbot Max. Yeah, but like it's not as smart as Parvati or like Mira ma'am, but like Sandbot Max like will in future be smarter than you, I believe so, because they're even like right now learning many things. But there are a lot of glitches in these kind of robots which are being developed. So Sandbot Max is one thing that we try to develop as a co-worker robot, where like this robot can take over the responsibility of receptionist. For example, if I go to an office, actually the robot has the ability to recognize the face. So you have to try to connect things what we do with technology. So Parvati, like, have you ever seen Isha earlier? Did you ever meet Isha in person?
No, no, no.
No, but like when her face was there in the screen, you could recognize it as Isha Farah Qureshi, right?
Yes.
How? How?
Because I've seen her pictures before, and
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, I've seen her picture and seen her name in that brochure,
yeah,
whatever it is, yeah, whatever the information that you have got. So that means through your eyes, you have scanned that particular image of Isha.
yes,
And even if Isha comes up with, I don't know whether Isha is coming up with makeup or not. Normally, she doesn't use makeup, that is what I believe. Even if she comes with a lot of makeup, you can recognize it's Isha Farah Qureshi itself, right?
yes.
Because see, that means your eyes is basically you can in technology, what can you relate with your eyes? Okay, you have
Um,
eyes to see things. In technology, what is the other thing? That's called camera.
Camera. Yeah.
Camera, yeah. So we say that like, yeah, in our house there are a lot of ons who are like CCTV, who are BBCs. So yeah, they use their eyes, they use their mouth to speak. Yeah. So you have the eyes as a camera, and see the robot, as we do, they can identify the object, the human being, like anything they can identify. So they identify human beings or the objects. And so how they learn, see right now, Parvati, sorry, right, your name is Parvati, right? Parvati Arul Joshi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Parvati, you have scanned the image of Isha and memorized the name Isha, Isha Farah Qureshi. And similarly, the robot can learn, can understand, can memorize things. Once this robot can memorize things, next time I come over here in front of this robot, and when I try to talk to the robot can identify that this is Benson. Okay, when I
Okay.
say right now, yes, there are like a lot of robots which can do, but like see for few months actually we were not doing much things with the hardware things over here. So I didn't program my robot in that way right now. So this robot has the ability to identify the people, as well as the best part of this robot is that this robot can, I think you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
So this robot, you can see a handle over here. Are you able to see it?
Um,
Can you handle? No,
That's
no,
how
right?
to put, yes, yeah.
Yes. So
Move
this is,
the,
yeah, this particular handle, you can, the best part of this handle is that this handle can carry up to 75 kilogram. So the thing is that you can connect a lot of things. If you want to connect a printer to it, you can connect a printer to it. Or if you want to take it as a person to serve something, you can connect a base to that, and you can put things over there. And that's one thing. And second, this particular robot has the ability to carry 400 kilogram. You can pull up to 400 kilograms. So you can connect a trolley to it, you can connect anything to it. And the best part is that you can map this robot. So for example, in 5,000 square meter, I have a huge mall. In that, like I can, or like in a huge office, so I can map each place. For example, if I take St. Joseph, imagine the infrastructure in such a way that the robot can move, because it uses basically the tire, not the legs like us. Okay, so the robot can be in the reception of St. Joseph's, and when someone comes to the St. Joseph's and asks like, I want to meet Asha Thomas' sister, yeah, then the robot will say that, yeah, right now Asha's sister is in a meeting, and right now she cannot come because she is in a discussion with Ranjana's sister, or like Blessie's sister, or any other person, and they are talking about the student affair things, and the robot can give that things to the person who come over there, and at the very same time the robot can send this particular message to your principal sister as a message in your mobile, or like there can be an application, and the sister can see who is there at the office, and whether sister can decide whether I want to give a permission for him to come to my office. And if sister says that, okay, I'm free and you can meet me, the robot has the ability to take the person to the office of the principal and say that this is principal's office, because it has got the local mapping thing. See, like how we do. See, Parvati, for the first day, if you imagine, like the first day that you entered St. Joseph's College, I'm pretty sure that you might know the office and the principal's room, but nothing more than that, right? In few days only,
Yes.
you came to know that there is the botany department, the commerce department, your playground is over there, and there can be some place where, like, you have some secret places where you do small mischiefs. Yeah. So those things you came to know about like after 1 year or 2 year. So. So this same that how we behave, the robots can also behave. So when I say this, people think that, okay, what will happen to the role of a receptionist? Yes, few things will be replaced, but don't worry. When I say this, when computer came into picture, we didn't believe that we will have a lot of opportunity. But see, right now, if you want Isha as the faculty of today's session, it would have been a difficult thing, because Isha need to fly from Dubai to India. But like, it's just a matter of few minutes to set up the entire meeting and just join the particular program. And I think, like, since botany students, like, can I ask you one thing? Since Isha said botany and the university topper, like, I'm feeling a little awkward to talk to you guys seriously, because even when I've studied in a college where, like, my principal was a priest. His name is Father Jose Kannambuda. I think like few sisters might over here know him, because he's right now at Sahridaya. No, not Sahridaya, sorry, Vidya in Thrissur itself. Achan was our principal. He's very pavam Achan. Late ആയിട്ട് വരുന്നവരെ കുത്തിന് പിടിച്ചൊക്കെയാണ് ക്ലാസ് കിട്ടുന്നത്. പാവച്ചന. I mean, like, but I'm very close to that Achan. Like, Achan loves me a lot. So what I'm trying to say is that, as a botany students, you know that like last year, the scientists in Israel have created a 3D printed heart which is 80% functional. Is there any botany students over here in this meeting? And if you haven't known about it, and that's not good. Uh, this thing happened like very recently. A human heart made out of tissues, a 3D printed heart. So I have a 3D printer over here. Yeah, you can see a black thing over there, right?
Yes.
Anyway, that that 3D printer, that's a 3D printer. Sorry, before I have shown you Albert Einstein and the human. So anyway, that heart I showed in the beginning is a fake heart. Okay, don't believe me. This is not the heart with human tissues. It's a heart which is made of plastic, but we have real hearts. But at the very same time, we have technology to develop functional hearts. No, right now it's 80% accurate, and then there's like functionality is there. So what I'm trying to say, there are a lot of technology operations happening on a daily basis, which is related to all of your fields, whether it's botany, whether it's zoology, even like if you're in a civil engineer, like, Dubai is the only country to have the an office with 9-meter high, which is completely made of a 3D printer. And the 3D printer I've shown you is an educational purpose thing, and if you Google it out, you can see. And right now, the Dubai government have decided, UAE government decided that 30% of the new constructions will be purely 3D printed by the Dubai municipality. Whatever buildings of Dubai municipality comes in, they will do 3D printing. So the technology is, coming to everywhere. Like, I think I can easily relate with even spirituality and religion also. Sistersനൊക്കെ പണ്ട് ഇടയലേഖനം കത്തുകൾ വന്നെങ്കിൽ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ means I don't know, like the circulars, how you call it, but in churches it's called as ഇടയലേഖനം, right? I don't know exactly if from the bishop it's called as ഇടയലേഖനം. I being a Mathamite, a Christian, we call it as Kalpana or circular. And earlier it used to come as the letter as a letter, but right now it's coming as SMS or email or anything like that, or in the mobile application. So what I'm trying to say is that this technology, AI and robotics, will get into every domain, be it commerce, be it science, be it literature. And imagine, like, see, you being a literature student, you say that you are good at editing things, but right now you have, when you type something in WhatsApp, I don't know whether in your phone it's happening, it's automatically suggesting that there is a mistake in your spelling. Earlier we used to have dictations, and I still remember in my school, like, teachers with a cane coming to class and like asking the spelling of bouquet, like, oh, bouquet, B-O-Q-U-Q-Q-Q-Q. No, that's what how I used to, like, respond to those questions. But like right now, if I just type, I have like answers. What I'm trying to say is that technology, it's all about how you use technology, how you can learn technology. And see, earlier, like, people used to tell about like handwriting. So like we need to have good handwriting. We have robots to write things. See, we have robots to write as our human writes. So this is basically a robotic arm, and we can attach a pen to it. And using this pen, we can write things. So not we, like, the robot will write for us. So if you have a lot of impositions, buy one Dubot arm and do the imposition thing. Like, what I'm trying to say is that the technology is no trying to get into almost every domain. So that's what I need to convey to you. But like, the positive thing is that if you have the ability to learn something, don't worry about any changes that's happening, because I'm pretty sure that, like, even my grandmother right now is able to log into Zoom and talk to her grandchildren. So they haven't thought of like using that kind of mobile phones or the technology. So anything is possible, and I'm pretty sure that from Isha, I used to hear about a lot of about St. Joseph's, and I have few friends in St. Joseph's Bangalore. I know how sisters take care of college, and that's the reason why your college got autonomous stature, right? Because the college is in that level. So you guys are like on a next level than others college students. And if you're interested to learn these kind of technologies, please do learn, and make sure that no one or nothing can beat you. Yeah, thank you so much, St.
Yeah.
Joseph's management and Isha, for this opportunity.
So Benson, to add to what Benson said, the man who's standing behind him, Max. Recently, Benson Max is doing a very great job in the hospital industry for carrying the patients. The structure is being fixed on that the arm, and then it's actually carrying the patients from one room to another room, or to the casualty, to the operation theaters, etc. And also during any kind of accidents, it can also carry the humans on the backside, right?
Absolutely. And at the very same time, like, see, during the COVID period, the disinfections was done by like robots
Right.
like Sandbot and major robots. So where, see, the thing is that wherever there is a trouble or danger, like where human cannot risk his life, use machines. Why should we use our life to risk? And why should we risk our life and do things? So use
Right.
technology.
Could you also show our elf? I think.
Yeah. Elf. Yeah, I think, like, yeah, we have some dancers out there in St. Joseph, right? So I'll ask Elf to dance.
What can I do for you?
Nothing. Okay.
Actually, what was asking him?
I know he was asking me, like, what should I do now? Now nothing, like, because I'm very happy right now. So please don't disturb me. That's what I told. Yeah. I think you can see my elf, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I like dancing in an open space.
Oh, I'll just. സോറി, കുറച്ച് ആൻസറില്ലാത്ത റോബോട്ടാണ്. ഞാൻ വേറെ ഇത് ചെയ്തോട്ടെ. നമ്മുടെ കോളേജിൽ കാണുമല്ലോ അങ്ങനെ എപ്പോഴും.
Click Create Dance to create your own dance steps. I I like dancing in an open space. يا ليلي ويا ليلى وش بش نشكيلك يما وقالوا لي ليلى صغير وفي قلبي غمة حبتي وثير الفن يحبوا يقصوا لجناحي قولي ذكراني مخلوق منك طالب اسماحي
هما كلهم واحلى دق 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 كلها تشوف الدنيا كحلة سحرة تحلى دق 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 باش تشوف الدنيا أحلى والحومة فحلة دق 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 تستنى أسر النحلة صبورة كحلة اسمع الطيار والمنافع قبل رحلة ضرب المحيوس وما تكتشف راسك حومة بين بلاد الهود يما خلوني وشي مظبوط وناس الرقة بالكاس باللحوم
Okay, that's Risha.
Yeah, all right, thank you. So, and can you little bit tell about, what are the use cases that we would have done these days with the, yeah.
Right. Yeah, for example, this small robot can be used in sorry, like Elf, which you saw as a dancing robot, and this robot we basically use like in education domain as well as in small kind of, for example, if you go to Lulu, and this robot can stand over there and explain about the products which is being displayed. For example, they have a particular new product for the for display, and the robot can keep on explaining to the customers, okay, this particular product, the specialty of the particular product, as well as the robot can display video on it. So this gives a better customer experience, like for the people who come to purchase things over there. So this is a robot that we actually made in Kerala, in Thrissur itself. Okay, it's not because of that we made in Kerala. It's ഈ നാണം കൊണ്ടല്ല കേട്ടോ തല താണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്, because it's not functioning right now. That's why it's like that. And many people come and ask me that then the gender difference undo, കാരണം ബാക്കിയുള്ളൊക്കെ see there is a perception that like മെയിൽ ലൈക്ക് ഹാവ് തലയെടുപ്പോട് നിൽക്കും, പെൺകുട്ടികൾ നാണം കുണിക്കും, അങ്ങനെയല്ല കേട്ടോ. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇവിടെ വി കൺസിഡർ ഇറ്റ് ആസ് മെയിൽ. ലൈക്ക് ഇവിടെ ഉള്ളതിൽ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ സ്മാർട്ട് ആയിട്ടുള്ളത് ദി ക്യൂട്ട് സാൻഡ്ബോട്ട് എൽഫ്, വിച്ച് വി കൺസിഡർ ആസ് ലൈക്ക് ദി സ്മാർട്ട് ആൻഡ് ബോൾഡ് ലേഡീസ്. ആൻഡ് കേരളത്തിൽ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയത് കുറച്ച് നാണം കുണിയാണ് എന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ. ബട്ട് ദാറ്റ് ബേസിക്കലി റോബോട്ട് ദാറ്റ് വി ക്രിയേറ്റഡ് യൂസിങ് 3D printers. The entire body, the things that you can see over here. The best part of this kind of robots is that we can dismantle things. For example, this head we can take out, and we can like program the head, and we can program and reprogram, and we can even like assemble and reassemble even the parts of hands. We can take out things, and if you want to have a separate function for this, you can make a lot of things. So basically this particular robot we made in Kerala, and we are using it over here. I have a company back in Kerala also, so we have used that. We made it over in Thrissur. So that's it from my lab, Isha.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Benson. I know there's a lot to say, but because of the shortage of time. So, ma'am, Parvati, അതുപോലെ നമുക്ക് questions എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ കുട്ടികൾക്ക് ചോദിക്കാനായിട്ട്? Is there any question? Benson is sitting right here. We can actually put him in the fire seat.
Is anyone who is interested in asking questions, please feel free to write it down in the chat box. So before that, ma'am, I have a question for you. So in this webinar, like you are talking about e-commerce, robotics, AI, and all. So it's like we are hearing a very professional things, the words that you're using and all. But I also know that you are into art. You find your freedom through the creative side of you. So how do you just balance it? Like, how do you maintain with these two kind of areas?
That's a very good question. Many people used to ask me, how do you manage both the things? My key point or key success point here is that this is what I practice. Okay, be professional at your passion. My passion is art and entertainment, and I like to speak, I like to post, I like to do the modeling. So be professional over there, put a professional approach, but be passionate at your profession. So if you love what you do, that you will put your 100% into there, right? So it's like be professional at your passion and be passionate at your profession. This is the mantra that you can do. And everybody think that it is not possible. We have 24 hours. Maybe it's little difficult, but I'm a person who don't go out for engaging for unproductive times, for just roaming around this. I don't do that. Most of my time I've been using in a productive way. The sleep and everything. I put a structured and disciplined way. Otherwise, it's very difficult for to manage it. But I take breaks. Obviously, I take breaks to spend a lot of time with the family, friends, and everything. But however, managing is difficult. But I think Benson wanted to say something.
No, sorry. No.
Okay, all right. So that's how it is. So it's a little difficult. It's not easy. People might say that, oh, it's very easy. No, that's a wrong thing. It's a wrong, answer. If somebody is saying that, understand that it is not at all easy. It's very difficult. And being a mother, having a kid, it's again, very tough situation, because you cannot give excuse to your kids. They are right, 100%. It's their right. They don't want to know whether I'm sitting in an international webinar, I'm talking to students. I mean, my baby don't want to know that. When he wants, Mama, I need to be there. So it's little difficult, but over a period of time, you will master it, how to balance their time and manage it. So always remember this, give 100% in everything you do. And I'm sitting for this webinar, I'm giving 100% over here. So that will be success. Or if you go to something else, give 100% over there. If you're doing something else, give 100%. So every activity that you do, give their 100%. And remember this mantra of, being passionate at the profession and being professional in the passion. That's it.
Thank you, ma'am. I also have a question to Benson, sir. So when you were just like introducing your robots, your lab, for me, it was like seeing a real life version of Android Kunyapan, or like watching Indian movie. It was like that. So if a situation comes like your family needs a robot, is it possible like you're gifting your to your father or your relatives, like this is my gift to you, this robot will help you to do all those things? So how will you respond to that kind of a situation?
Yeah, like see, if my family needs as a support, in the sense like to work on something, yes, I'll really happy to gift him, but like I strongly believe that than those gifts, they might be expecting my time. So that's what I value more than gifting a robot to them. Instead, I would love to give my time for my parents. That's what I strongly believe, because no Android Kunjapan can like replace or like equate my time with my parents.
Yeah. But Benson, I remember you were showing a video wherein a kid is actually sharing an emotion, where he was not sharing all the pain that he have in his mind to the parents, but however with the bot, a teacher is communicating through the bot, and the kid is sharing all the feelings.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That video, like I couldn't show that. Actually, see, even like I had got response from students, like even when I go to even schools over here, or like even when I was in India, like to talk to students, they say that we are more comfortable. I'm sorry to say that we are not everyone. Very few students say that we are more comfortable to talk to a robot than a teacher. And I was shocked. No, why? A third guy, like a student from Bilwa School, which is in Dubai, and he said, then I was shocked. I'm seriously shocked, and asked why, like, why did he say like that? Sir, the thing is that if I say anything, whatever things I tell to robot, the robot will not scold me, right? But if I tell that to the teacher, now they might scold me. So if they have that kind of a fear factor, that particular element is there. So robots, and in some schools they are using actually this kind of technology to make students comfortable. But I strongly still believe that it should not be the role of the robots or anything to do these things. Instead, it should be the responsibility of the human, like the teachers itself.
Exactly. The touch and feel is actually a lot of difference. The touch and the feel and the pampering and all, a robot cannot do it. So I think, however intelligent the robot is, but still, human love and care cannot be replaced, is what even I believe, being in this industry. And yeah. So I think nowadays systems are getting intelligent, more and more intelligent, whereas human beings are getting more and more dumb. Is what I feel.
And actually, just to add to this, I think like if principal sister is listening me, see if we have like cameras in our classes or like in the college, the thing is that even the camera can be made intelligent. I know students, those are listening to me, you might not like what I'm gonna tell you right now, but these even like teachers also sometimes don't like me what I'm gonna say. The cameras in the classrooms can be made intelligent, and the cameras can detect the movement of the students and teachers, that whether you are active in class. For example, if you are listening to a boring lecture, how you respond in the class, the cameras can easily identify. Seriously, and nowadays they see drones have been used in war fields also to identify between terrorist and the soldier, because the mannerism of a terrorist and the soldier will be different, and that can be identified by a AI, like the cameras, and like AI can interpret that and give commands to the machines, or like to the army. And in agriculture also now we are using precision farming, like AI is being used over there. So I just align with that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Again, the bots are used in the queue management system, like that of an airport or anything. It can give the instructions to the people saying that okay, you can do the checking on this queue, so that the crowd management system can be implemented. And even the as Benson mentioned, it can recognize your face, but you can also integrate more intelligence into it by identifying or capturing the biometric informations also, like that of fingerprint or retina scanning and all that, to identify, okay, because all our national IDs are now linked with our biometric information. So those bots can actually train in such a way that it can recognize even the biometrics of us, so that it will identify this person is this. So I think this is being used now in the reception management system. When, for example, if somebody is coming to meet the principal, you don't have to go to the reception and ask, but you can tell the bot that I want to meet the principal. So it identifies this as a person. Immediately, the principal will get a pop-up in the mobile saying that okay, this person is waiting for you outside, and whether it has to accept or decline. So she can accept or decline, or she say that meet me after 15 minutes. I'm in another meeting. This information can be again passed. Even she can sitting in the chair, she can understand who's waiting outside. She can see the video of the person, or the person outside can talk to the principal saying that this is a very urgent matter. Can I just come in? Or all that can be done. So you don't require a person sitting over there. Even the gate is automated. If the principal accepts the entry, it will automatically open for you, like smart gates. So there's a lot of things that you can do. A lot of things. It's up to you how creative that you want to think, or which is apt for your business or platform, or which will make your issues more easy. You have to first identify your pain areas and implement and understand the pain areas and prepare a use case based upon it, and that's how the bots are programmed, be it a physical bot or be it a software bot. That's how it is. Any other questions, teachers or students? I hope you
Hello.
enjoyed it.
Hello, ma'am. Happy to meet you. Sir, my question is this. You had already mentioned that it is good to use a robot instead of a human being in a, or what you can say, a difficult situation. I think you have said that. So how
Yeah,
much
yeah,
it is
correct, correct.
good to, or how much it is safe to use a robot in an explosive situation where it's more likely to get harm to the human being. So how much we can say is that it is safe, or it is 100% sure to use a robot instead of a human being in an explosive situation.
Okay, okay. See, I think the question was asked by Mary Amruda, right?
Yes, ma'am. Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So, this is sister or like student?
I'm a student. I'm an MSW student.
Oh, okay, okay. See, Amrita, okay. What you asked, what I understood from your question is that like how we can use robots for in an hazardous situation or an explosive situation, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely right.
Okay, yeah. So Amrita, the point is that we have a concept that these are robots, right? Now you have
Yes.
to understand robots are not just humanoid robots alone. See, for example, a drone that you have, right now, this I'm not just calling it as a complete robot. See, this thing is also a robot. It's an aerial robot. So what I'm trying to say is that, see, we can create robots for different functions, for in the sense for different functionalities, for different situations. So, for example, we are developing right now. We are trying to develop a firefighting robot where the robot can like get into the fire and you don't catch the fire. Are you getting my point? So those kind of advancement, those kinds of research is happening, and we are coming up with a lot of solutions for that. So those things, for example, in such kind of a situation, we can use robots, but like not the robot that you are seeing right now over here. Not this kind of robots, but yes, there are robots. Even you might have seen in the video that I've shown you, where like the what's your name? Okay, Amrita, like the robot asked your name. Okay, anyway, so we have the arms where like the robots, the robotic arms are manufacturing the uh, doing the manufacturing of cars. So we have manufacturing units like that. And if you just go YouTube this thing, Amazon warehouse, robotic Amazon warehouse, you can see n number of robots completely taking over the warehouses. So each robot is being made for a different purpose. And yes, for these kind of situations also we can make robot, and robots are being like, I think like few companies might have, but like from our side, we are like companies like us are also trying to develop those kind of robots. And the point is that see, it's always better than risking Amrita's or Benson's life. Instead of risking our life, we can risk the robot's life, right? Because this can be replicated, this can be made n number of times. If I have a prototype, I can manufacture it just like this. So I think like our life is more valuable than a robot.
Yeah,
Okay,
to
thank
add to what Benson said, I was discussing with Benson a couple of days back regarding one of the requirement which came in on the construction side, wherein there will be, they're saying per day they can expect at least 500 to 600 chances of risk, which is happening per day basis in a huge construction stage. So, for example, a very simple example, I say, if there is a big oil drums, say 4 or 5 oil drums are there, within 2 meters of distance there is a very explosive electric circuits, or any electric centers or pockets and everything is there. There are chances of the sparks to come in, and then there are chances of a big explosion to happen. So this is one such example of risk or any kind of hazardous situations that can create during this, during the activities in the construction site. So there are a lot of oil rigs, etc., also there, in especially in the Middle East and all that, which is in the middle of the sea. They construct like that of a ship. It will be exactly like a ship. It will be middle of the sea, and there will be people just flying, in the helicopters over there, where they don't have any connection to the outside world for months together. So especially in such kind of situations and all, this is very important. So the bot will be monitoring 365 days. We get tired, like we can work for 4 hours, 10 hours, or what? We cannot be 12 hours, up awake, and or 24 hours we can't be awake. We go for a holiday, we go for a sick leave and all that. But robots, we can never sleep. It will be always alert 365 days. Only thing is that you need to make sure that it's maintained well, and the charging and everything is being done on time or not. So this bot can monitor and find these kind of hazardous areas or any kind of risk that can potentially happen, and it will alarm the people. It will alarm the people, and everybody will have this will be linked with your phone, and everybody will get that alerts, and accordingly they can take the action. So this kind of monitoring bots are also there. Even the watchman duty is being done by the bots these days.
Amrita, I've just shared a link in your chat box. That link shows how a robot can that like that how working bomb squads and all. So it clearly says how like that particular robot can dispose explosives. So you can see that, and you will get understand. Yeah, Jan had asked, "Endiran pole oru human feelings create ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ?" See, Jan, yes. See, there are actually robots can right now understand the feelings. So that kind of research is happening. You might have seen Sophia, right? The first robot to get a citizenship in any country that happened. But interestingly, it happened in Saudi. normally Saudi known to be a very conservative country, but like Saudi is the first country to give it citizenship for a robot. It's called Sophia. But yeah, Sophia has the facial expressions you can see. Even like there are videos where like yeah, I forgot his name. Sorry, bear with my knowledge in movie. Aisha, what's the name of the guy in Men in Black? Like Will Smith or something like that, right? There's a actor called no, there's an actor called Will Smith.
Will
Will
Smith?
Smith or Will Smith? Yeah, someone called Will Smith, right?
There
A
is
tall guy.
there is a Will Smith, but I don't know
Yeah,
whether you're talking about the same.
yeah, Will Smith. Yeah, Will Smith. There was a video in YouTube where like Will Smith having a date with Sophia. You
Oh,
just Google it. Yeah, just Google it and see. You can see a date with Sophia and Will Smith.
that I'm
Uh,
not sure. Okay, whether it's the
don't
same
worry,
guy.
it's there. No, it's there. Will Smith itself. Like, don't worry. It can be seen by small kids also. Like, it's not 18 plus video. So it's just like how technology and human being interaction is being done now. You can see.
Actually, we have a question from Hajra Ihya. Will robots take over the human race?
Now, this is a question and I was expecting that. Why no one is asking that? No,
Yeah.
this is one one question that I used to face every now and then. But Hajira, like, see that kind of ideally, theoretically, yes, theoretically, but take your life, take our life is 100% even you take science also says about exceptions, right? Now there are some exceptions, so don't worry, it will not take over the human race. But yes, there can be some challenges, there can be some like threat, yes. But that threat, people asking like, why these robots can kill us, right? Yes, the robot, if robot malfunctions and it can create it can damage. Hajara, if you are a person who drives a bike or who drives a car, or like who you have a driving license, there are a lot of road accidents happening, right? So just like seeing that, are we not driving or are we not like taking the license? You are using knife in the kitchen. When you use a knife, there is always a chance for your hands to get hurt or get cut. Are we not using knife? So the thing is that it's all about how we use efficiently, how we try to handle it properly. In the sense, handle in the sense, these kind of things are normally made for the no betterment of human being, not to take over human being. Because at the end of the day, I repeat this: our life is always more valuable than any robot's life. Okay, that is there in the world, so don't worry about that.
Vincent, I also see a question in the chat which says, right to privacy is a hot topic in India. Does robotics and AI may cause privacy breaches and other issues?
To be to be Stephen, right? Yeah, that's very good question. Yes, no, there are a lot of issues happening right now. If you take the case of FP, Facebook, or like Google, yeah, all the companies, where like Isha represents. I don't know, like they are getting into this domain, but yeah, I'll say that. See, for example, see if you go right now, we are using internet in your phone. Like, see, in your phone, if you just Google few things, it's very common that you observe that you can see the ads of that particular product in your Facebook account or Instagram account. Not just that, believe me, right
What?
now I'm talking to you.
Why?
If I'm just saying that Puma, if I'm just saying, whatever it is, Adidas, our phone can detect that. You know how? Because we have already given permission for many applications to record the voice even when the application is not on. See, because we are not like seeing the disclaimers coming out there. We are just allowing, allow. We don't deny anything, because we are very generous. Especially Mallus, we are always generous. We always allow everything. We always allow everything to take over our life. We always allow the other people to dictate our life. We always allow the other people to decide our future. Like that, we always allow the technology to take over our life. In the sense, you allow everything, and then you are saying that, see, the robotics or AI is taking over your life because you have allowed it. So I agree, there is a lot of no, there can be a lot of issues in this kind of security breaches or like data privacy. And at the end of the day, to be like, if you ask me data privacy, I don't know whether you are in LinkedIn or whether you are in FB or Instagram. If I search for your name and if I know your name and your email ID, I can get a lot of information, seriously, to be from the school that you have studied, the shops that you're going, what all things that you're doing, which all government documents you have. Yes, these things can be found out. That's true. But even when this technology was not there, if I need to collect your data, yeah, that can also be possible. It will take time. But right now, it won't take that much time. That's it.
Actually, we have a big question in the chat box by Ansi K. Francis.
Ma'am, I have a question not regarding to this topic. When I read your brochure, I read, ma'am, that you are a good social activist. So it's my dream and intention to become a good social activist. So could you please say some key points to become a good social activist?
Okay, it's by Ansi. Hi, Ansi. That's a very kind thought that you have. Social activism these days are getting commercialized also. That's one point that you need to know before we get into it. If you look at any of my social media, you will never see any kind act which I'm doing because I never market with that. They call it as a social activist or social worker or whatever, but the thing is that you will not see anything, any pictures or anything which is related to it because I always like to keep the social privacy. But coming to a commercialization by taking the name of it and getting the brand based upon the activities or any kind of charity things that you do, I think that cannot be called as a social activism or as a charity worker. It's more like a self-branding is what I call it as. So that differentiation you should always know. It's like Malayalachi parille, ee kaiyil kodukkunnathu ippurathe kai ariyan paadilla. Appo aa oru level oru mentality undengil maatrame that you will be able to do something for the humanity. So adine ipo endha paraya nammada adu pratyekich oru preparation alla. Just get into the people, you will know the area. That Dubai la varuna samayathu I was actually thinking, okay, കാരണം നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിലിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ദുബായിക്കാര് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സിലേക്ക് അവിടൊക്കെ കഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നവരൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവോ, അതൊക്കെ വലിയൊരു റിച്ച് കൺട്രി അല്ലേ എന്നൊരു തോന്നല് നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സിലുണ്ടോ. അപ്പൊ ഇവിടെ വന്നപ്പോഴും ഞാൻ ആലോചിച്ചു, പിന്നെ സോഷ്യൽ ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസ് ഒന്നും ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ടാവില്ലല്ലോ, ഇനിയിപ്പോ അങ്ങനെയൊന്നും സ്കോപ്പ് ഇല്ല. പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയത് പ്രവാസികളിലാണ് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളും പ്രോബ്ലംസ് ഉള്ളത്. നമ്മൾ വിചാരിക്കും എന്താ പറയാ അവർ വളരെ നല്ലൊരു ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ കേക്ക് വാക്ക് പോലത്തെ ലൈഫാണ്, പക്ഷെ അവർ അണ്ടർഗോ ചെയ്യുന്ന സ്ട്രഗിൾസ് അത് ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ അന്യരാജ്യത്ത് കിടന്നിപ്പോ കോവിഡ് ഒക്കെ വരുന്ന സമയത്താണെങ്കിൽ പോലും അന്യരാജ്യത്ത് കിടന്ന് ജീവൻ പോയാൽ മരിച്ചാൽ പോലും നാട്ടിലേക്ക് എത്തണമെങ്കിൽ അത് ചെയ്യേണ്ടതായിട്ടുള്ള പ്രശ്നങ്ങളും പ്രോബ്ലംസും കാര്യങ്ങളും അതൊന്നും ചെറുതല്ല. അതേപോലെ തന്നെ ഒരുപാട് ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ പ്രോബ്ലം, ജോലി പോയിട്ടുള്ള ആൾക്കാരുണ്ടാവും, അതുപോലെ അറിയാതെ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളിലും കേസുകളിലും പെടുന്ന ആൾക്കാരുണ്ടാവും, ചെക്ക് കേസുകൾ ഉണ്ടാവും. അങ്ങനെ ഒരുപാട് ഇഷ്യൂസിലും പ്രോബ്ലംസിലും പെട്ടിട്ടുള്ള ആളുകളുടെ ഒരു കാറ്റഗറി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ പറയാം. ഇന്നാളൊരിക്കൽ സ്പോൺസർഷിപ്പിന്റെ ഒരു കാര്യം മറ്റോ നാട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് വിളിച്ചപ്പോ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു, നിങ്ങൾ പ്രവാസികളുടെ കാര്യം അറിയാത്തതാണ്, ഇവിടെ ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കാൻ പോലും പറ്റാത്ത ആളുകൾ ലിവർ ക്യാൻസറൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട് കോവിഡിന്റെ ടൈമിൽ. പക്ഷെ ഗവൺമെന്റ് സപ്പോർട്ടഡ് വിത്ത് ടൈം. ഓക്കെ, ഗവൺമെന്റ് മാത്രമല്ല ഒരുപാട് സോഷ്യൽ ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻസും ഒരുപാട് സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് അവർ ഇന്ന് അത് റിക്കവർ ചെയ്തു, വളരെ സ്മൂത്ത്ലി റിക്കവർ ചെയ്തു. എന്നിരുന്നാലും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന ചില ഇഷ്യൂസ് അവർക്ക് ഫേസ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടി വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. പല ആളുകളും ചിലപ്പോൾ ഒരു ബോട്ടിൽ വാട്ടർ പോലും മേടിക്കാൻ പറ്റാണ്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒന്നും ഹോസ്പിറ്റലിൽ പോകാൻ പറ്റാണ്ട് അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുള്ള സിറ്റുവേഷൻസ് ഒക്കെ കടന്നു പോയി ഈ ഡ്യൂറിംഗ് ദിസ് കോവിഡ് ടൈം. അതൊന്നും എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത് നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവില്ല. ഈവൻ ബെൻസൺ itself is one example that he was quarantined and that beginning stage നമുക്കൊക്കെ ഭയങ്കര പേടിയുള്ള ഒരു സമയമല്ലേ. He was also quarantined and then he helped a lot of people from there. Even he continued to take sessions and continued to come into the media. He was still in touch with that actually threw light in life of many people. കാരണം പല ആളുകളും ഡിപ്രഷനിൽ പോയിരുന്ന സമയമാണ്. ഇപ്പൊ എന്ന് വെച്ചാല് ലിവ് വിത്ത് കൊറോണ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു സ്റ്റേറ്റിലേക്ക് മൈൻഡ് സെറ്റിലേക്ക് നമ്മളെല്ലാരും എത്തി. പക്ഷെ ആ സമയത്ത് അങ്ങനെ അല്ലായിരുന്നല്ലോ, ഭയങ്കര ഒരു പേടിയായിരുന്നില്ലേ, എല്ലാം നശിക്കാൻ പോകണമെന്നൊക്കെ ഉള്ള പോലത്തെ ഒരു ടെൻഷനും എന്താവും എന്നൊക്കെ ഉള്ളതും അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷൻ ആയിരുന്ന സമയത്ത്. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അപ്പൊ ഈ ഒരുപാട് സോഷ്യൽ ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻസ് ഒക്കെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇപ്പൊ നാട്ടിലേക്ക് പോകാനും ടിക്കറ്റ് എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റാണ്ടും ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കാൻ പറ്റാണ്ടും ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരുപാട് ആളുകളുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ സ്പോൺസർഷിപ്പിന്റെ കാര്യം പറയുമ്പോൾ ഞാൻ അവരോട് പറഞ്ഞൊരു മറുപടിയാണ്, നാട്ടിൽ ഒരുവിധം എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരു സ്വന്തമായ വീടുണ്ട്. ഇനി ഒന്നുമില്ലെങ്കിലും മുറ്റത്തേക്ക് ഇറങ്ങിയ കുറച്ച് മുരിങ്ങയുടെ ഇലയോ ഒരു ചീരയുടെ ഇലയോ ചേമ്പോ എന്തെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ വെച്ച് നമുക്ക് വിശപ്പ് മാറ്റാൻ പറ്റും. അതല്ല ഇവിടുത്തെ ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. ഇവിടെ കഴിക്കാനും കുടിക്കാനും വെള്ളം ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇല്ല. അതിന് അത് നമ്മള് എന്താ പറയാ, അത് ആ ഒരു സ്ട്രഗിൾ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു ഫേസ് തന്നെയാണ്. ചിലപ്പോൾ ചില ആളുകൾക്ക് വിസയും എല്ലാം എക്സ്പയർ ആയി കഴിഞ്ഞാലും നാട്ടിലേക്ക് പോകാൻ പറ്റാണ്ട് അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും ഇല്ലാത്തൊരവസ്ഥയിൽ കുടുങ്ങാന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഭയങ്കര ഒരുപാട് വേദനയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പോ എന്താ പറയാ, അതൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ ഇന്ത്യൻ എംബസിയുടെയോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതുപോലെ ഗവൺമെന്റിന്റെ ഒക്കെ ശ്രദ്ധയിൽപ്പെടുത്തി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവർക്ക് അതിനുള്ള സഹായങ്ങൾ കിട്ടും. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നല്ല മനസ്സുള്ള സോഷ്യൽ ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻസ് അതിനുവേണ്ടി വോളണ്ടിയറി പ്രവർത്തിച്ച് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ കിട്ടും. അപ്പൊ അതിന്റെയൊക്കെ ഭാഗമാണ് നമുക്ക് പറ്റാന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഇപ്പൊ ഒരു സമയത്ത് കോവിഡ് ടൈമിലൊക്കെ എനിക്ക് റെസ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല, ബാക്ക് ടു ബാക്ക് കേസസ് ആയിരുന്നു. അപ്പൊ അത് ബാക്ക് ടു ബാക്ക് ഓൺ കോൾ, വൺ ആഫ്റ്റർ ദ അതർ കോൾസിൽ ഇൻവോൾവ് ആയിരുന്നു. പല ആളുകൾ ഐസൊലേഷൻ വാർഡിൽ മൂവ് ചെയ്യാനും ആംബുലൻസ് എത്തിക്കാനാണെങ്കിലും അവർക്കുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെയ്തു കൊടുക്കാൻ ഒരുപാട് ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസിൽ ഇൻവോൾവ് ആയിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ ഈ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഇപ്പൊ എന്റെ സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയയിലോ ഇൻസ്റ്റാഗ്രാം ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, ഫേസ്ബുക്ക് ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, വാട്സ്ആപ്പ് ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, എവിടെയും യു വിൽ നോട്ട് ഫൈൻഡ് എനിത്തിങ് ബട്ട് ദെയർ. പക്ഷെ എന്നെ അറിയാവുന്ന എന്നോടൊപ്പം വർക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള സോഷ്യൽ ഓർഗനൈസേഷനിലെ ആളുകൾ, അതിന്റെ ആധികാരികളായിട്ടുള്ള ആളുകൾക്കും അതിൽ ഇൻവോൾവ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള വോളണ്ടിയേഴ്സിനും ഒക്കെ അറിയാൻ പറ്റും. നമ്മുടെ ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ അവർക്ക് വ്യക്തമായിട്ട് അറിയാം എന്താ നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ആ ഒരു മെന്റാലിറ്റി കൂടെ ആയിരിക്കണം ആൻസി നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും ഒരു സോഷ്യൽ ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസിൽ എത്തുന്നത്. അത് അങ്ങനെ ഒരു മൈൻഡ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ എത്തും. ആവശ്യമുള്ള നീതി ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആളുകളുടെ ഇഷ്യൂസും കാര്യങ്ങളും നമ്മളിൽ തന്നെ അത് ഇറ്റ് വിൽ കം ഓട്ടോമാറ്റിക്കലി reach out to you and you will get an opportunity to help others. And when somebody helped you, make it a point that you take that opportunity to help others. You know, if somebody gave you something, give it back to the society. That's it.
Pavadi, can I just take 1 minute? Just a minute on that.
Sure.
Yeah, even though I'm not a great social activist, but like, yeah, Isha is all there. And see, just one sentence that I need to tell that I strongly feel, when Isha told, എനിക്കിവിടെ actually corona വന്ന് ഒരു 20 days isolation center ആയിരുന്നു. And that's why in the beginning I said that thanks to corona. എന്റെ കൂട്ടുകാരനെ കളിയാക്കും കൊറോണയെ വിറ്റ് ജീവിച്ച ഒരു മനുഷ്യനാണ് ഞാനെന്ന്. In the sense, like, because of corona I was interviewed by a lot of media because മാർച്ചിലാണ് ഞാൻ കൊറോണ വന്നത്. അന്നേരം കൊറോണ ഒരു പ്രശ്നമല്ല, it's perfectly fine എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നതുകൊണ്ടാണ് people used to. And ഈ ഫുഡിന്റെ കാര്യം പറയുമ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ പ്രവാസിയുടെ കാര്യം കോമഡിയാണ്. കാരണം നമുക്ക് ഈ മാസം ഒരു സാലറി കിട്ടിയാൽ കുറെ ഇവിടെ എക്സ്പെൻസിന് യൂസ് ചെയ്യും. ബാക്കിയെല്ലാം നമ്മൾ നമ്മൾ സേവ് ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ ഇന്ത്യൻ അക്കൗണ്ടിലാണ് സേവ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. നിങ്ങൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കുക, നമ്മൾ നാട്ടിലേക്ക് അയക്കുക, അവിടെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാനും അവിടെ ചെലവാക്കാനും. ആൻഡ് ട്രസ്റ്റ് മീ, എന്റെ ഓഫീസിന്റെ കാര്യം തന്നെ പറയാം. ഞങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ 21 പേരുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഏപ്രിൽ ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഓഫീസ് കോവിഡ് കാരണം KSJയുടെ ഡയറക്ഷൻ കാരണം ക്ലോസ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടി വന്നു. ഒബ്വിയസ്ലി കമ്പനിക്ക് ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ ഒത്തിരി കൺസ്ട്രെയിൻസ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, സാലറി കൊടുക്കാൻ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടായിരുന്നു. ഞങ്ങളുടെ കമ്പനി മാത്രമല്ല, പലരും. ഞാൻ ദുബായിൽ പട്ടിണി ഉണ്ട് എന്നുള്ളത് നേരിട്ട് അനുഭവിച്ചറിഞ്ഞ ഒരു സമയമാണ്. അതായത് നമ്മൾ നാട്ടിൽ ഫുഡ് കിറ്റുകൾ കൊടുക്കുമ്പം സീരിയസ്ലി, ട്രസ്റ്റ് മീ, ബിലീവ് മീ, there were a lot of youngsters who was using the food kit which has been distributed by a lot of organizations over here. Like ഇവിടെ വളരെ ആക്റ്റീവ് ആയിട്ട് പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്ന KMCC എന്നൊരു ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. അവർ കൊടുത്തേക്കുന്ന നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ഫുഡ് കിറ്റിന്റെ കണക്കില്ല. തമാശയല്ല, ലേബർ ക്യാമ്പിലേക്കും പോകണ്ട ഇഷ. ലൈക്ക് ആക്ച്വലി നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ തന്നെ ഞാൻ താമസിക്കുന്ന സാമാന്യം നല്ലൊരു ഫെസിലിറ്റി ഉള്ളൊരു ഏരിയയിലാണ്. അവിടെ പോലും പട്ടിണി കിടക്കുന്ന ചെറുപ്പക്കാര്. കാരണം അവർക്ക് 1.5 ലക്ഷം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 2 ലക്ഷം രൂപ ഇന്ത്യൻ രൂപ ശമ്പളം ഉള്ളവരായിരിക്കും. പക്ഷെ അവരുടെ കഴിഞ്ഞ മാസം ശമ്പളം അവർ നാട്ടിൽ അയച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു, ഈ മാസം ഇല്ല. നമ്മുടെ പോക്കറ്റിലേക്ക് നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു തരത്തിന് നമ്മൾ കൂട്ടുകാരോട് ചോദിക്കുന്ന അവസ്ഥയുണ്ട്. അത് ആ രസം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പലപ്പോഴും അറിയാറില്ല. ബട്ട് one sentence, Ansi, I want to tell you, for me, social activity or charity is the byproduct of a good mind. If you have that, the positivity in you, you will respond to the situation. ഞാൻ ഒരു ലിങ്ക് കൂടെ അതിനകത്ത് ചുമ്മാ അയച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത് റയാൻ വെൽ ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു സാധനമാണ്. You just read it. You read it and you will understand. So for me, charity or like social activity is a byproduct of your good mind or positivity. That's it.
Right.
Okay. I think so further we don't have any questions, so we can just move on to the next. Bold and courageous, she is indeed a role model for all those who dream big. 1986-87 batch chairperson of a college has milestones in her journey. She was the former art mediator at Kochi Muziris Binale. Let me invite Miss Marina Thail, all the way from France, to the formal vote of thanks.
Thank you for that introduction. I would like to say thanks to all of you today. It's been a very long time since I've connected with St. Joseph's College, and it was very interesting to note and to see so many new faces and old faces as well, some of the professors who I knew when I was there. I would first like to thank our key speaker, Isha Farah Qureshi, and her team, Benson Thomas, for extending the horizon of our students, both past and present, for showing them the possibilities that are there in the future. Then I'd like to thank Sister Asha Teresa, the principal, who's also the chairperson of the Alumni Association. I think it's a very good idea to form this, and it is a way of bringing the community together, or for helping St. Joseph's College do better in everything that they do. And I am very thrilled with the audience, because I found that the audience participation, their questions that they asked, made this session more interesting. They brought it into the present, into what their needs and requirements are. So that was really exciting. I would also like to thank the support staff, the college management, the anchor Parvati, the current chairman. I think you did a very good job. I'm very impressed with how things are right now. And I would like to thank the Alumni Association, especially Maya Lakshmi. I think there should be many more events like this, connecting the students, past and present. It's important. It helps, especially during COVID times. Many of us are isolated, not just in Kerala, but in all parts of the world. Many are stranded, especially without jobs, without anything to do. So it helps. An event like this helps bring people together, helps limit the isolation that we feel. So thank you very much, and I hope to see all of you again. Thank you.
Thank you all. We have the link for our feedback form in the description box of our Google Meet, and also in our YouTube comment box. So you can just fill in and you will get the e-certificate. So it was a very great session. And once again, thank you all for being with us. And let's all hope to meet soon. And let's try to love each other. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Love you.